old Spoonie. We made it in the yard. What? Oh yeah. Penetrating that yard, trying to find us a good catch-out spot. Because I'm ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna find us a little catch-out spot. Oh yeah, see that bridge? I was up there. I had to get on down. I had to get down here and find me a little spot. Alright. So now what we gonna do is I gotta cross them trains and run on down that back of that train there. And we see what we can find down in there. Here we go. Let's get this convenient. It's way too close to the yard though. I need to be back this way, probably about a quarter mile. Yeah, I gotta head back that way. Shit. That shift change way up there where I was by that bridge, and I want to be shit at least a mile back behind that bad boy. All right, so here we go. We made it down here, and this is just about where we need to be. Oh yeah, it's gonna work out great. I'm so stoked. I love to travel. Yeah. So you say you never travel on a budget. You got it all figured out. I tip my hat to you. Unfortunately, I haven't made it there yet in this journey. Let's see. I've got about $18 and a carton of cigarettes. Going on that trip this weekend, and a couple things I'd like to say. It's time to change cities. Prepared or not, here I come. As long as I got a few dollars in my pocket, to me that means I'm traveling on a budget, and that's a hell of a lot better than traveling broke. Now I know most of you subscribe to this channel because you're rail fans, and you were looking for some real and regular rail fanning channel. Well, yes, this is a good rail fanning channel. In between trips, But I've got to change locations and survive. So, this next video is going to be travel video, budget traveling. And we're going to travel from this city to the next. By train, freight train. And, well, I'm going to try to do it unedited and raw. Because I want you to be able to feel it, you know what I mean? I don't want to edit nothing. I don't want to pull nothing out. I want you to feel the good times, the bad times, the hard times. Now, if you don't mind, there is just a few things I'd like to share with you before I hop on this train this weekend. Now, I wrote them down because I can't shoot a video without cussing. And there's a sweet, sweet lady that subscribed to my channel, and she's asked me numerous times to wash my mouth out with soap. So I wrote down what I wanted to say in hopes that I won't cuss as much. We're gonna see if this works, you know. Best editing I can do at the time. Because like I said, this is a raw and unedited channel. For purposes that, only that motherfucker that wants to see the hard times will understand. Now, if you're into train hopping, this is gonna be awesome. So, like and subscribe. It'll help me out a little bit. Traveling on a budget now, let's see. The modern world provides opportunities to travel on a budget without spending a fortune. Really don't take a lot to make sure your next trip is both enjoyable and light on the wallet. No one likes to pay a ton of money for taking a trip. Now this weekend I'll show how I travel from state to state on that budget. Now, if you made it this far, and you still watching, I'd just like to say, all the action comes when you're jumping off the train. Yeah, it's fun getting on it, and being on it, and seeing the scenery and all that. Of course, most level-headed people gonna get on it and stay put somewhere. You know, you hide and you stay put. Me, I like to get on it and move around, check stuff out and shit, you know. I'm not level-headed, but never have been. But, the action, it's when it's time to get off that baby. Ow, that's when the action starts. So the end of the trip is always the most exciting. You have to stay till the end of the trip. You always stay till the end of the trip. Or you can just fast forward to the end, you know, if you're just an action buff, you know. But, so stick with me and follow along as we fly this coop. Now I'm aware a lot of people want to travel in this fashion. However, I don't condone it for children. Now that had to be said. Channel purposes, that had to be said. If and when you decide to hop a train, do yourself a big favor. Read up on all the train safety manuals you can find. And then safely put them tips to use, you know. They didn't come up with them safety tips for the hell of it. They come up with it every time somebody had a hazard. They put that tip in there, and you just need to follow by their tips because they know what the hell they're doing. So, you're messing around a train, read up on your safety trip, read your tips and safety rules, violations, all that good stuff, as much as you can find. Put them to use. Now, on average, a train's going to weigh about 2 tons and can weigh as much, ow, as 6,000 tons. Oh yeah, don't take much to hurt you, but it's a lot of tonnage. Now, keep your distance approaching and passing the equipment. Minimal, I say, is about 15 foot. Now, I think the rule book is a 30 or 35, I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. My memory is nowhere near what it used to be, and it's going downhill every day. But, if I'm not actually getting on that train to fuck with it, I'm going to stay 15 foot away, just for my sake, you know. And everything I'm telling you, this is just all my observations. I'm nobody. You got to make your own observations. But I just hope this helps a little before you make that hop. Now, remain alert. Anticipate moving hazards. When you're walking through the yard, there's a train next to you and it's moving. You want to look behind you as well as in front of you. You always keep your eyes in front of you. But you want to look behind you because anything could have shifted on that train and be stuck out and moving towards you, you know. You got to be aware. It can be exhausting moving through the damn freight yard. You know, you got your backpack on you, you got this, you got that, and you got all your equipment to move from one spot to the next, one location to the next, which is one state to the next. And all your equipment's going to drag you down. You're going to be crossing trains, you're going to be crossing tracks, you have to be aware, and you know, you be vigilant, you know. Never let your guard down. Always pay attention to your surroundings. Be forward thinking. Keep your eyes forward, as well as behind, like I was saying. Stay on top of your shit, man. Stay on top of your game. Now, rail yards ever changing. It's always changing. I mean, you know, the positioning and the hazards change. As you attempt to cross that train, pay close attention and be ready to react and move as should the equipment start to go into motion, you know. You just be ready to jump back. Be on the balls of your feet, on the tips, and beware. Because it's going to move without any notion. I mean, you can look and see if the brakes are on, but who's to say that ain't a faulty brake and everything else is ready to rock and roll? You know, I mean, just be attentive, you know. Now, personal injury from unsafe mount and dismount of a train, well, that'll surely ruin your trip. Now, everybody mounts a train and dismounts a train different, you know. Now, you should read the safety manuals, look at the videos, and see what the proper way to mount that train is, especially when it's moving. That's what I'm talking about, when it's moving. Of course, you shouldn't have your hands full with your back and your camera and your cigarettes and your fucking Slurpee. You know, you shouldn't have your hands full. But you do what you do, and everybody does it different. Just read your safety manuals, you know. Get it right. Get it right before you even do it. Now, I gotta tell you, when in that yard, remote control locos, they allow personnel to control and operate trains' handheld transmitters. Oh yeah, they do. Now this reduces the chance that a train engineer may accidentally injure another worker because of miscommunication. Well, this don't keep the hobo safe. Just stay aware, you know. Administrative data is going to show that worker injury rates are 20% lower for RCL operations than for conventional switching operations. They say it's reducing worker error. Well, yeah, it may be. You know, communication's a big thing. And it's also a big thing just for them knowing where you're at, you know, your position. But on our side, you don't really want nobody to know your position. And you sure as hell ain't finna communicate. Okay, so, if no one knows you're creeping their yard, it could be an injury waiting to happen. When you're jumping over trains, just be aware that it could move any time, man. Shit happens, you know? Now, as far as yard surveillance, now I'm not no surveillance groupie or techie or nothing, but I've been running these yards for about 20 years in the States, and you know, mostly the UP line. I like the UP line, you know. Ow, yeah. But anyways, just about every yard has a 24/7 surveillance system. Outdoor security cameras with night vision and two-way audio. Oh man, this is great for motion detection and person detection. It's just awesome, man. You know, you have to be state, you know, just do what you can do, you know. I mean, everybody's gonna do it different. Everybody's gonna enter the yard different. Everybody's gonna move across the yard different. And everybody's gonna get out of that yard different. Just, if you're getting off a train, man, know how you gonna get out that yard before you get off the train, I'm telling you. Do your homework. Don't just go in blind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now in 2002, now I was in Dallas yard and I was apprehended by the bull. Now, he told me he could access live video, live feed, just using a mobile app from anywhere from his damn smartphone. Dress dark clothing. You know, don't be flashy unless you're trying to stand out, and that's not what you want, you know. Have you a pair of good fucking bolt cutters, man? Let me see here. Bolt cutters. Now, your bolt cutters, let me tell you about these bolt cutters. Damn. I know I ain't got the damn bolt cutters. Let me tell you about these bolt cutters here. Damn. You know, these bolt cutters. Damn. I lost some damn bolt cutters, man. I just purchased some bolt cutters. Ain't no way I lost some bolt cutters. Well, God damn it. Anyhow, let me tell you about these bolt cutters. Alright. A bolt cutter, I hadn't had them. I had the bull tell me it's okay to have some fence cutters. But bolt cutters, not cool. You don't want bolt cutters. Leave your bolt cutters at the house. Now, you want you a good pair of fence cutters, some good ones. That way when you get to that fence and you're trying to get up out of that yard, you ain't got to roll 30 miles down the damn fence to get around it. Cut your way out and get the hell out of there, man. It's serious business. You don't want nothing bigger than a fence cutter. A fence cutter, he said he's gonna let me slide. He said most of his colleagues will let you slide with a fence cutter. Bolt cutters? He gonna treat you as if you're trying to break into his freight. That's suspicious now. Now now he's gonna do some homework on you and start digging and all. You don't need all that. You know, leave your bolt cutters at the house. Let me see here. Now you can, let's see, scanner. Scanner's your friend. It's gonna be your best friend. Now, it'll pay for itself within a few trips. Really, it will. Yeah, you'll miss out on a lot of information, but the little you do get, sometimes it's worth gold. You know, it's worth gold. These trains, they dirty, they rusty, they filthy, and they nasty. So you really need a pair of good outer coveralls. Now I got a pair here that these here are short sleeve coveralls. They dickies, you know. And then I picked them up for about 46 bucks. They gonna go on the outside of your clothing, cause you're gonna smell like rust when you get out of there. But when you get off that train. But you wanna try to keep the clothes as nice as possible. That way when you do get off the train, you know, you can move around and you look halfway presentable. You know, you're not gonna smell worth a damn, but you're gonna look, hell yeah, you're gonna look good as long as you have some coveralls on. Now I suggest getting you a pair of summer coveralls and a pair of thick winter coveralls. Damn guys out here. Damn it. All this here is blackberry bushes. I don't see any more. I done pretty much picked all of them, but damn flies are bad over here by these blackberry bushes. Now, like I said, you're not gonna smell worth a damn, but your clothes will be good. You have to shower. You will have to shower when you get off that train. I always make it a point to have me enough money to find me a truck stop and get me a shower every time I get off the train, you know. Whether it's a 12-hour ride or a fucking 2-day ride. I have enough money. And I'll wait to take me a nap or whatever until after I get that nice hot shower, because you're going to sleep so much better after a hot shower. And while you're there, do your load of laundry, because you ain't got much, so go and throw them in. And all this don't cost much. I mean, you budget that in before you go on your trip. Like I said, I got $18 and I'm golden. I'm ready to rock and roll. I got a carton of cigarettes, a little bit of food. Now, you really don't appreciate how many rail fans there are out there until you hop a train and you see firsthand how many people are on the side taking pictures of that train. Now, the only time I am visible on a train is if I'm going through an area where there's nothing and nobody could possibly be, then I like to get out and view the scenery, you know. Or if I happen to spot a rail fanner, you know, especially one filming the train, well, I got this old Halloween mask I like to put on. Ow! And just poke up the head of that mask, give them a little show. Yeah, I like that, you know. Yeah. Let's see here. That brings me to this. Hold up 1 second, because I really want to ask you a question, and just leave it in the comments, and I'll answer them, you know. But this is a serious question, and I was just wanting to ask you. Hold on 1 second. Well, okay. Now what I wanted to ask you, if you were that engineer and you pulled up, I'm on the side of your train, right on the side of your tracks, and you're pulling past me, and you got about a mile to go, and then it's shift change, you know, crew change, time to get out, get that motel, get that cold beer, get that cigarette and Fritos, everything you enjoy, you know. You see me, you know, when you stop that baby, I'm 3/4 of the way at the back of your train when you stop. Okay? What do you think? Do I look suspicious? Do I look suspicious? Well, everything I had planned. I like these seats here, especially when you're on a train, because 12 hours up and down on the train, beating and shaking and rattling, it'll hurt your butt. Always invest in a chair. Red Bulls, I'm hooked on them. Now, I thought I looked suspicious, you know. Everybody does when you're trying to hop on a train and you're geared up and you're ready to rock and roll. Now for this weekend, what I got planned, and you're going to enjoy this, what I got planned is I got to find that special spot. It's got to be the right spot. I'm going to dress as a rail fanner, you know. Dress as a rail fanner. I'll have me a sign saying, "Love trains." And I'm going to try to get a toot-toot out of the engineer as he passes by. Then I'm going to scramble, get into my gear, ready to rock and roll before he stops that bad boy. Because when he stops, I want to get on it and ride with him. So, that'll be my next video this weekend. That's what I have planned. And, is it risky? Yeah, it's risky. You know, why wouldn't I just hide and wait for him to get on and get off? Well, I've been doing that for years, and I've always wanted just to get a little toot-toot or a wave or something from the old chauffeur. I don't know. That's what we're going to try to do. Yeah, it'll be risky, but it's going to be awesome. Let me tell you, it's going to be awesome. Well, alright. That's about it for today. I'm going to relax a little bit. I won't be doing no more videos until this weekend. Now, today's Thursday, and this weekend I'm going to get on that train. I'm out of here, man. I'm getting on down. And I hope y'all come with me. So, y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. Doot!